Brand Info Adventure Co. is an immaturely mature podcast. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hey, I'm Riley, your bunker master and plunger. I am so excited to be back at this. It's been like 5 weeks outside of game since we've recorded, so we are not rusty at all. A frivolous fact about New Albion is that there is a club of adults that like to play children's board games only.
Name a children's board game.
What qualifies as children's?
Oh, yeah, of course. I can name lots. There is Sweetslands. There's slides and vertical climbing tools.
Got it. Easy.
Serpents and staircases.
So, yeah, there we go. Much better. The weird part of that is that you're climbing the serpents and then you fall down the stairs.
Ow.
Yeah, it does damage.
Yep, those are children's games. I can't remember very many. There's
Wait, how many different? Yeah, I was gonna say how many different ways you know how to say one in different languages.
That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I suddenly forgot all of the other languages I know.
Oh, it could just be called one. English. There's fucking English.
Yeah, just one. Make it English. Well, I forgot about English. Damn, that's a good one.
How could you forget?
Oh, so bad.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I play Mercurius, and my frivolous fact for today is that he's terrible at Uno. Adin. Just real bad. There's no strategy. Always forgets to say the number one. Yeah, bad card game player, turns out. You won't catch me in that adults playing children's board games club. I'm just gonna get my ass kicked.
Rebecca and I play Sailor, and a frivolous fact about Sailor: not big on children's board games, big on word searches.
Oh, love a good word search.
It's all about the hunt.
Yeah. Do you personally do word searches?
I'm a fan.
What about crosswords? That's kind of...
love a good crossword. The Mini, New York Times Mini.
Hell yeah.
Gross. I love word searches too. Kimmy does too. Kimmy has lots of word search books.
I've got one right here. Whoops. Right here in front of me.
Everything on your shelf is just...
Literally everything on my shelf just like fell. The lengths that I went to show you this word search book on an audio podcast.
What was it? What was the theme?
Book.
Oh, okay.
It's got many different categories: tropical fish, 9-letter words, former names of countries, warships, Canadian lakes, Indian restaurant, and buildings.
So very diverse.
Flowery girls' names, in the shed.
That one's my favorite.
Which is a legally distinct version of In the Garage by Weezer.
No one cares about my ways.
Hi, I'm Phil. I play Tarquin Britstone. A frivolous fact about Tarquin: he was asked to leave Child's Board Game Club because they found him taking from the bank in One Man Own All the Things.
One man own all the things. Like, nobody even plays it right anyways.
No, that's true. But yeah, he was sternly told to pack up his dice and fuck off. So...
Damn.
I know.
What was his character?
The bottle.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
I just had to Google synonyms for Monopoly, and cartel was the top result. That doesn't sound like a synonym for Monopoly, does it?
Uh-oh. I mean, kind of is.
Yeah. It's like this alternate version of Monopoly is a lot more violent.
Well, I have nothing.
No, the well was perfect.
What's up, gamers? Back at it again at Friend Info Adventure Co.
It's your boy.
It's your boy, Nick. I play Deimos, and a frivolous fact about Deimos is... Loading.
He had a software update.
Yeah.
Just got to give him a minute.
Give him a minute. He's stressed out. Frivolous fact about Deimos is that while waiting for Mercurius to come home from lawyer school, he would sometimes play I Spy by himself.
Oh, that makes me think of so many things, of possibilities of how that could work as a robot, like partitioning your hard drive, right? And so there's like essentially making multiple beings within yourself.
Play against like Chat GPT in your head.
Did he win or did he lose?
I mean, it's 50-50. Let's be real. That's the odd thing is he had every capability of actually doing something to his internal hard drive to make it so he could play the game with himself. But instead, he would just, I spy with my little eye something silver again. And he would just do that for hours.
Wow.
Boredom kills, folks.
If he didn't get it right in one guess, was that when he failed? You said it was 50-50.
It is 50-50.
Wait, is I Spy a cooperative game or is it competitive? Like, I want you to give up guessing and then I win.
I always felt it was competitive. Like you have to spy something that you don't think the other person will find, right?
Okay, so by default, if it's competitive, then yeah, you would, no matter what, it's 50-50 with himself because...
Yeah, I think sometimes he just like, the prompt would be so like left field, like, I spy with my little eye something with a tail. But there's like no like creatures in the room. So he'd just be like, this one is so hard. It has to be here.
Yeah, it would be a book, but he was thinking of a literal tail.
There you go.
Dude, that's really good. Yep, smart.
Clever little bot.
Hi, I'm Matt. I play Good Boy. And I also don't really have anything for this, for a frivolous fact. I know nothing about board games. I don't know. Frivolous fact about Good Boy is that his favorite board game is Colonizers of Catan. But spelled with a K.
It's different. All right, it's very different.
Legally distinct.
Don't let the thief... Wait, is it called a thief or a robber? I haven't played that game in so long.
I actually just played that like a few weeks ago for the first time. I can't remember what they called the thief or robber either, though.
Is there there's another word for that? A burglar. Don't let the burglar get your resources.
Yeah. Keep an eye on your goats.
Goats and skeep. If we want to make it, B&B themed.
Boy, that really gets my skeep.
Wonderful. Yeah, that was a great one. And I feel like in New Albion, it's totally acceptable. Like they're very proud of that game. But then outside of New Albion, a little bit cringe because of the colonization themes.
Yeah.
I also like the image. Sorry, we're going to move on from yours in just 1 second. But I also like the image of a bunch of like bandits and psychos sitting around and playing a board game. I don't know. This just seems weird.
Yeah.
I also imagine that they're very poor sports. So murder was often a result of bad sportsmanship.
And people are always cheating. You can't trust the banker.
Hey, that was one time.
It's why Tarquin's no longer welcome at the Children's Board Game Club. It's got to have a good name. The Children's Adults.
Wait, children's board game is CBG. We just need a B. CBG.
What for?
Battalion, because CBGB. Country Bluegrass Blues.
Buds.
Children's Board Game Buds. Yeah.
That's the name of the club. Perfect.
Yeah. Checked against the CBGB women's room graffiti.
What are you doing?
Rapping, I guess.
Hi, I'm Alison. I play Lucinda Britstone, the better Britstone, except my frivolous fact is that, and I'm not going to say it very loudly because Tarquin isn't allowed to hear it, I can never beat him at one man own all the things.
And I'm guessing she has no idea that it's because he steals from the bank.
I'm like, I just can't win. What is going on here?
Can't seem to fathom why.
I'm doing everything right.
How is Tarquin always getting Bark Place Avenue? Okay, I have to ask you this because Tarquin said that his piece was always the bottle. What is Lucinda's piece?
Oh, I was going to say she wants the crown.
Oh, okay.
But I was wondering whether she was never allowed to have it. But that's very mean.
It's like Tarquin's just like, I'm not playing as the crown, but you can't have the crown.
Yeah, I feel like...
The crown is for winners.
Yeah, I haven't earned it yet because I can't win.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, I'm Kimberly, and I play Fayleon. And a frivolous fact about Fayleon is she no longer gets invited to game nights because she's too competitive and she makes everyone feel uncomfortable.
Is there something specific that she did once?
I didn't know there was going to be a follow-up question. I was proud that I actually had one.
Yeah, I am too. I'm proud. It was so good, though, that it needed a follow-up. And everybody who didn't get a follow-up, yours was bad. No, it was just piqued my curiosity if there was like a certain behavior.
Oh, like, like board game flipping. Like instead of flipping the whole table, just the game,
Oh, nice. She respects wood, but she would never flip a table.
What if the table was like plastic or metal? That table's fucked, man. She's flipping that shit all day.
I mean, I feel like you can't say that when people don't know it's a reference to using a coaster, babe.
I know. You're right. It's a Curb Your Enthusiasm reference. Sure. Maybe not everybody's seen it. Probably. Fair enough. Hey, it may get edited out. Who knows?
Who knows?
If it's just cards, if it's only card games, does she go and knock cards out of people's hands or?
Well, yeah. And then just mixes them all up so no one knows whose cards are whose.
We're all winners after those frivolous facts. No big previously for this episode, as you'll kind of just get a previously as we go throughout. Before we get started, Rebecca is here. So Rebecca, would you give me a initiative roll?
Oh, no.
Just so I know where to place you.
I got a 5.
You are going to be coming in either at Deimos or Lucinda. Or you could do in between them if you wanted. Your choice.
In between them.
So here we are. Room full of ash creatures, panicking civilians, panicking guards helping and hindering individuals. There's cultists all about. Good boys disappeared. And then suddenly, amongst all of this chaos, between Lucinda and Deimos, a blue portal opens up. Out comes Sailor Twift.
This is just like an Avengers Endgame.
You're like, on your right.
On your middles.
On your I wish there was somebody in between and the portal just like bisected them. In your middle.
Oh my God. She just bursts out of someone's cadaver.
Surely we can spare Plunger.
No.
Oh, okay. Fuck you.
Okay, well, can I roll to get my bearings? Is that like an option?
Yeah, you can roll search or insight.
I guess insight, because I feel so discombobulated from having portaled elsewhere and then portaling immediately back in, I think, a different place. So that's an 18.
You see that you're just a little bit north of where you portaled out from, essentially. You see behind you, there are two people that seem fairly comfortable among the chaos, and they are looking at, like, they look at you, but then they look at just beyond you. And there's these two ashy beings, although one of them is really more in a puddle of water. It's like muddied ash just slopped on the ground. And then beyond that is Deimos.
Oh, my goodness! Sailor, you're back! Oh, I thought you were gone forever. Good. Do you... Okay. Chaos.
He gives a thumbs up.
I think with your insight, it's high enough that you can tell ashy beings, obviously monster type things, be wary of them. There's the people who seem very comfortable around them. You're like, well, they talk about cultists, so maybe these are the cultists. And then obviously friends, and then there's civilians who seem panicky. And there's also a lady in yellow, not far northwest of you, who seems very comfortable just watching everything play out. There's also guards who do seem slightly more aggressive towards you, but also cautious of the ash figures.
I think if I may, Deimos is like,
Sailor, the wispy fart men. Don't touch. Burns. Don't punch them with your hand. Hurts real bad. Skull that way.
And he like points in a general direction.
So glad you said that, because Sailor's first reaction, like first gut instinct, is to punch cultists because she only has like a long range weapon. So she is like winding up like old timey.
Cultists you can punch. Wispy guys, no punch. No punch. It's no good.
So can I punch these yellow dot men?
Please punch the yellow dot man. Just no red dot. Yeah.
No red dot. Okay. Sailor's first instinct is to punch cultists.
She's like winding up towards the direction of one of the wispy guys and then slowly turns her body towards the cultist.
Oh, wonderful. Perfect visual.
Yeah, Sailor wants to punch a cultist to like, because it seems from what Sailor can see is like Deimos needs an assist. And so Sailor just wants to assist Deimos.
Okay.
I roll a 6 and I deal 2 damage to the cultists in a moment of trying my best.
2 total?
2 total.
Okay. Wow.
Goofta.
Hey, listen, I was winding up in one direction, had to pivot to I fell out of the sky or whatever. I think I'm allowed
to roll it too.
To biff it.
Vernon Kasakov is the one that is closest to you. So you hit him and he takes 2 damage. He looks a little bit taken off guard there.
I'm sure.
Because he's like, well, you just portaled in. Oh, shit. I've got no beef with you. I'm just trying to get these monsters, all right? I don't want any problems from you.
You look suspicious, and I have come in from nowhere. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip here.
Well, I'm glad you didn't actually shoot from the hip here and shoot me.
You're lucky. I only have a long-range weapon.
Oh, that's good to know. I'll stay close. Wink. So you've hit Vernon. He's also already been damaged. So not necessarily wasteful or anything. What would you like to do next, if anything? You can still move.
I would love to head in the general direction of where Deimos pointed and said skull.
Perfect. Okay. So that would be east. What's your movement?
3.
Okay. So you can move 3. You can move diagonally or through. But between you and Deimos and the east, there is a wet ash pile.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to go around it? Or
yeah, I would love to step around it.
Perfect. So you are going to move around it and then forward more.
Cool.
You're able to, with 3, right? Yeah. So we've got a map, but we're going to still try and describe everything the best we can for audio listeners. You move around that ash puddle and get right up next to Deimos.
Excellent.
Can we high five?
Yes.
Okay, be like,
beautiful left hook.
bah, up top.
Perfect. And then with that, we will move on to the cultists. Cultists moving in on things. We have got Vernon, who you just struck, and Estelle Del Rose. They move closer towards this puddle. They seem very excited because it is just a puddle. This one seems like it's gonna be pretty easy to collect. Let's just do this one and get out of here. Yes, let's do that. Have you got the container? Yeah, but like I don't know, now that it's wet, is it gonna be harder? I'm not sure. Maybe just like a dustpan or something. Maybe that would work. I've got a bag. Maybe we can just scoop it in there. Do you have something to scoop it in with? I'm gonna roll to see if they can. Yeah, some clumsy scooping. Vernon, he has a piece of paper that he's using and it kind of gets wet, and then he ends up just being like, fuck it. And he just uses his arm to scoop it into the bag really quickly, but he ends up taking some damage there. Oofa baboofa. He takes 8 points of damage while scooping that in. And he is looking really, really drained and rough from that. But they have put this soppy ash creature into the bag. And he hands it to Estelle. And Estelle is going to move away 3 spaces. All of the other ones, there's 2 over kind of below Fayleon, and they are going to try and get this one that has been frozen. Fayleon was able to freeze that one, and they will try. Oh shit! Oh shit! Muri Craven, who is right next to him, rolled a nat 1. He goes and he's got this, it looks like a net, but it's got like little tech kind of around it. And as he goes, some of the ice that's on that had melted and he just slips on it and he falls directly into the ashy being. All these little yellow jolts are going around and he gets absolutely fried, turns to ash, and that ashy being becomes even more solid. The heat melts the ice completely off of him, or off of it. So Muri is dead and gone.
R.I.P.
The cultist that's nearby sees that happen and just starts to like kind of back up like, oh, fuck, this is more serious than I thought. They rolled low. They got a 5. They try down at the south end. They try to capture one. No success. Oh, similar, a 7. So around the room, they're cultists trying to capture these ash beings, the ember beings, but no success. Then going back to Vernon, there was another ashy being pretty close, and this one has been pretty solid, moves towards Vernon, and then Vernon, weakened, is unable to get away, and it consumes Vernon Kasakov. Hopefully I don't have any family that relied on me. Definitely a good call. Civilians still just running around, moving away, just trying to get away. I mean, really, I think almost all of the civilians have kind of cleared away from danger zones. Oh, nope, hold on. I need to roll one more thing. There was one ash cloud that was able to consume a civilian, and that ash cloud becomes an ash figure, has more form to it. Other than that, now I think all of the civilians have made it a safe distance away from any danger, which should also speed up this maintenance shit. And that, oh shit, of course it's fucking Plunger's turn. Why wouldn't it be?
Welcome back to Friend and Foe Adventure Co., where Riley yaps for an hour. Woo!
Fucking hell. I know. It's like my least favorite person talking forever.
Not true.
No, my personal least favorite person.
What the goblin doing?
Did you say what the goblin doing?
Yeah.
What the goblin doing?
What the goblin doing?
Fine, Kyle. He'll do something.
Yay!
He was at the bar.
My man. A wise decision, really.
Okay, Plunger, up at the bar, in that same kind of same section where the skull is, by the way. He's looking out. There's all this chaos going. I guess the party got a little bit too rough, huh? Oh, hey, there's Fayleon. Looks like she's heading my way. She looks real excited. Fayleon, hey! I was talking to you, Kimmy. Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I'm just choosing to ignore him.
I think I shouted to Plunger to keep an eye out for the skull because he's in the corner where it is. I definitely have a memory of doing that, possibly.
Did you say to keep it away from Fayleon or anything like that?
I can't remember the details.
Okay, well, I'll just roll a search check. Okay, well then rewind. Plunger's looking around for the skull. Oh, shit. He rolled a 5. He's just kind of like looking under glasses on the bar counter. Like, no. Lots of undrank drinks left here. Don't worry, Tarquin. I am gonna find this school.
I just shake my head across the room.
Yeah, that'll be his turn. The guards seem very scattered at this point. They're not that highly trained for this type of shenanigans, so they are pretty much useless at this point. They've seen ash beings consuming civilians, guards, all sorts of chaos. There's badass vault hunters fighting. Just a mess. So we're not even going to worry about guards for the rest of this battle because that's just another thing to maintain that we don't need to. Except, actually, I will say the only guards that we'll worry about are the ones that are by Fayleon in that section because they are aware of who tried to steal this necromite skull and they may try and stop you if they see you or get close enough. So that's all we're going to worry about. Bam, bam, we're back around to Fayleon. You and Pigeon are making your way towards...
Making their way downtown.
Making their way downtown.
Walking fast.
Pigeon is with you, Fayleon. The two of you are making your way. You know pretty much exactly where the necromite skull is, and so you're heading that way. A few squares behind you is the task trap, which you shot, and you did successfully slow it a little bit. So you know it's maybe not going to be as fast as it was, but it is your turn.
Okay. Is the 3 a table or like a case? I can't remember.
Yeah, right next to you, you see inside that display case a wood-carved dart gun.
Wait, didn't somebody try and break one of those and it didn't break? Yeah, so, okay.
But Sailor came in with the key.
I guess I'm just going to keep running. I don't move very far.
You can also take extra movement that gives me mayhem points. So you'd be able to move twice.
Well, I can only move 4. I can move 4.
So you could move a total of 8.
I'm not going to give you mayhem. Stop asking.
I'm just saying. Well, you know what? I will make a trade-off here. If you want to do any attacks or anything like that, then just the 4. But if you're only going to move on your turn, I'll let you do the 8. I'll let you take extra movement for free to speed things along.
Well, why'd you make the map so big? It's going to take me like 4 turns to get there.
Listen.
She makes a fair point.
It's a very fair point, and I have regrets, okay? I wanted it to feel like a very large room with lots of people.
It's a big room, and there's a lot of stuff in it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Like, we've never had such a big room.
I've never seen such a large room.
There's like nobody really in front of me. Like, I'm just trying to get there.
Yeah, this is 8 squares. So like you can reach all the way to the wall. You could reach just to that table.
Why would I want to go there though?
You can reach that guard. You'd be 3 squares away from Plunger with 8 movement.
Do you want me to take the 8 movement? Are you lying and secretly taking a mayhem?
Babe, literally, I don't think you guys ever really need to worry about mayhem, honestly, because you guys have given me so many. Just Tarquin's nat 1s give me mayhem each time he does that.
So he's basically got infinite mayhem.
Yeah, like,
dude, come on.
It's essentially how I treat it. But I said I wouldn't take the mayhem, so I'm not going to take it. Like, because I don't care about the mayhem. It's mainly why.
Then why do you keep bringing it up?
Well, and regardless, like the only reason he uses mayhem for like narrative. He never really uses it to like absolutely fuck us, you know?
That's true.
Well, there was the time on the train where I did kill 2 of you with a mayhem action, but you know, like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Other than that.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will run double. I will go 8 squares toward the bar. But when I'm running, I'm going to purposely like try not to make eye contact with Plunger.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So you break out in a sprint and you end up right between a civilian and a guard.
Maybe that wasn't the best location.
No. The blade that's next to you, the guard. Lady McFeisty, it's such an honor to fight him along your side. Stop these damn thieves from stealing Randall Fairyfour's goods, his precious artifacts.
They're all up in his goodies.
He's really excited when you come up next to him. He's like, hey, I'm Frank. Nice to meet you, Lady McFeisty. Big fan. Was so excited you won.
Hi, Frank.
Well, I gotta be real honest with you. I don't meet celebrities very often, but like my wife, she said that I could have a hall pass. Like if I were to ever have a hall pass, like it's just like a silly thing, but like, you know, but
That's so uncomfortable.
Frank, no. Frank, don't.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Do you see that little claptrap? Is that what they are? Those little thingies?
Yeah, claptrap. Oh, yeah, I see that claptrap.
I know for a fact that guy, that little machine thingy is trying to get, what's that? Frankfurt? What was his name? Fairy Fart? What's his name?
Fairy Fart. My boss, Fairy Fart. Fairy Fart. That's good. Oh, that could be his drag name if he were, to go that route. That would be funny. It's a good one.
He's trying to steal his stuff. Like, I know that little machine is doing that. So you should probably get on that.
Roll me a talk check. I will give you a +2 because he's such a big fan of yours.
Ooh, that's way better than my +1.
Well, you also get the +1.
Okay. So I rolled with the plus is 16.
I'm on it. I am so on it. All right. I'm sorry about the, I'm not and he moves 2 squares away from you.
It's probably a good idea.
See you later. Perfect. So that's your turn, right, Fayleon?
Yeah, that's it.
Plunger hasn't noticed you. He's looking under glasses on the bar.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
Perfect. Lucinda, you have an ash monster that's looking a little bit more solid in front of you. You seemed a little bit distracted last time. Well, I mean, you had attacked Estelle Del Rose, didn't do a whole lot of damage. She didn't act super aggressively towards you, but now she's making a run with that ash in her purse, that goopy ash in her purse. And then there's the woman in yellow not far from you as well, leaning against the wall, just watching the chaos play out. So what do you want to do?
Well, I am curious about this woman in yellow, but I'm not quite sure what to do about her just yet. She's not really doing anything, so I'm going to ignore her just for the moment. The ash monster I'm going to ignore for the moment because I think Estelle running is my priority. I don't like that she might escape, and I don't like that she has a gloopy ash monster in her handbag. So I'm going to go after her.
She's definitely within range of your movement. You also can just attack. Totally up to, I mean, you have a gun, right? Okay.
My slight worry, I'm going to have to move a little bit because she's sort of standing right next to a civilian.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, you probably won't hit them.
I mean, yeah, I would say you have a clear sight on Estelle. Like, unless you rolled a nat 1, which... not outside the realm of possibilities with you.
Rude.
Yeah, unless you rolled a nat 1, you wouldn't be hitting that civilian. But even if you're somewhere else, rolling a nat 1, you still could hit the civilian, I guess. So totally up to you.
Okay.
But that could mean you could attack Estelle and still talk to the woman in yellow.
Okay. What if I move nearer?
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, then if she doesn't like me, she could just stab me though, couldn't she?
You don't see any weapons on her right now. And generally, weapons weren't allowed inside. You guys had all checked them, right? And then portaled them in later.
Okay, I mean, that is worse because somebody who's such a badass, they don't need weapons when there's this much chaos. That is definitely worse.
That's fair.
Okay, I am going to move slightly closer, just, one space closer. So I've got a clearer shot of Estelle and I'm within range of talking to this lady. And I'm slightly further away from the ash monster, who I'm not attacking right now, but also probably don't want to turn my back on them for too long.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I am going to use my Dahlia sniper rifle. And I rolled a 5, which normally wouldn't be a hit, but because it's a Dahlia, I get an extra hit. And I rolled an 8 damage.
8 damage to Estelle Del Rose. Where are you aiming?
Well, I was going to aim for her legs, if that's possible. So I could stop her running and take her out, but non-fatally.
Okay, here's my rationale here. I was thinking that you might do that, and then I was like, oh wait, but you rolled a 5 on your accuracy. You did get an extra hit with your Dahlia, so it's like technically you still got a hit, but it was 8 damage as well, which is significant damage. So I'll let you roll just a d20, and if it's above a 12, then you hit her legs.
Okay, here we go. I got a nat 20.
Oh my, you shoot at her, that nat 20 kneecaps, it practically goes through both kneecaps with the 8 damage. She drops down, the bag with the goop in it falls just to her side, but it seems like she's probably not going anywhere.
Not anymore, not without any kneecaps.
Oh, how rude. I knew I shouldn't have turned my back to you again. Well, I didn't turn my back to you in the first place. You just snuck up on me. What's with you attacking from behind me?
Look, we just got to get the job done.
Perfect. Yeah, she is immobilized. Is there anything else that you want to do on your turn?
Can I turn? So I have shot Estelle. She's fallen over, and I raise my gun and like put it on my shoulder, and then turn to the woman in yellow, and I say, "Those shoes with that handbag, I did her a favor."
She smirks. I'm not even going to make you roll a talk check. She loved it.
Cool. I'm going to like quirk an eyebrow. Want to help out?
She's wearing a yellow cowboy hat, and she kind of tips in. She says, I don't normally involve myself in these matters, but it's interesting seeing some new blood.
Well, I'm all for blood, especially coming from my enemies.
That smirk grows even bigger. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do next, and tips her hat towards you.
I'm going to give her a nod and then spin on my heels. I'm not going to push my luck right at this moment because she's not actively doing anything. I'm going to wait until we've taken out some more of these ash people and scan the room, ready to make a move, when it's my turn.
That sounds good.
Just scouting.
Middle of the episode. Thanks Nerdvana Games for making Bunkers and Badasses. You're awesome, as well as making other amazing games like the upcoming Risk of Rain board game, which you should go check out and sign up on their Kickstarter preview page so that you can be notified when it launches. Thank you, Kyle, for some of the music this episode and our theme song, Vault Hunter. You can listen to the full song and more of his music on SoundCloud and YouTube at Mecha Mac Music. Also, a big thanks to Shar13 for some music in this episode and last episode too. I'm so sorry I forgot to say that. I was recording the credits way too last minute and totally spaced that some of your music was in that episode, so I'm so sorry, but go check out their amazing music. They do so many really, really cool covers of songs from like Carmen Sandiego or Frozen or just the like video game ones. Really, really good. Go check out Shar13 on YouTube and social medias. Shar13, Shar XIII. 3 eyes. That's 13. Thanks to our sponsor, Zencastr. We really appreciate how easy they make it for us to record our podcast online with tools to make editing easy and clean up sound. It's a no-brainer. You too can use them, and you can use them for video podcasts, which is something maybe at some point we'll explore doing. And luckily, I think that Zencastr makes this possible. Like it wouldn't be necessarily too far of a stretch for us to try and do a video one at some point. Oh, I just get nervous to do a video one this ugly mug. But they also let you distribute the podcast to podcasting platforms so that you can, that's how you guys are all listening to it out there on your podcatchers. If you decide you want to give it a try, there's a link in the episode description, or you can go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code FFAdventureCo, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same experience I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story. Now we've got a listener question, and then on with the show.
Today's question is brought to us by Aramil. If the characters were to retire as Vault Hunters, what would they do instead?
I feel like I've answered this one before.
There was the campfire was a very similar, what would you do if you had, because I said I'd own a bar, didn't I? I mean, that's what Tarquin would do. I'd retire and own a bar, I reckon.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a Patreon thing, but so yeah, you'd be did we get a bar name? Did you name your bar?
No, I didn't. Oh, dear, that's a bit of pressure, isn't it? What would my bar be called? Oh, yeah, Bar Quinn Britstone, obviously.
Oh, shit. Yep, that's perfect.
Where nobody knows your name and nobody gives a shit.
Oh my gosh. What about Kyle? What about Mercurius?
I think Mercurius would like to start like just a garage full of mechs. Just build a bunch of mechs. Maybe have like a mercenary band of mechs. Be surrounded by robots all the time, working on them, getting all oily and greasy.
Nice. So kind of running a mech shop?
Yeah, it'd be kind of like a car shop, but with big robot.
Come in, bring your mech, and I'll customize it or fix it and fine tune it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I won't touch it inappropriately. Promise.
But also, don't get the warranty from Mercurius. It's worthless. Never worth it.
Yeah, we don't honor those.
And just change the cabin air filter yourself, okay? It's not that hard, and he ups charges so much.
So much.
Perfect. Kimmy, what would Fayleon do? And Pigeon, both.
We'd run a farm, but just like animals. We're not going to plant shit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, I guess we might have to feed the animals, but it's only for the animals.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you could essentially do like a grazing field.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very low maintenance. You just essentially have a little flood irrigation. Anyways, that's here. Let me get real technical and realistic on your little fantasy of retiring. What would you? Okay, wait. Other than the lambs, obviously, which would be killed and eaten.
No.
Oh, you wouldn't necessarily kill and eat them?
I don't know.
Would you eat them then kill them?
What are they for? What would be the whole thing with the farm?
To be self-reliant and also not deal with people, only be surrounded by animals.
Nice. Okay. Not necessarily you wouldn't necessarily be eating them or anything.
For fun, okay?
Yeah. I also am realizing we said retired as a vault hunter, but that also you could just be living out the rest of your days type of thing. It's I have enough money. Is that hypothetically, it could just be I have enough money to live out the rest of my days however I want. And this is how I want. So yeah, that's great.
I'm not going to keep working. Gosh.
Yeah, obviously.
No.
But this is also very, very close, except I did picture farm. I just pictured Stardew Valley. That's how I pictured you would want to retire as Fayleon, which was kind of close.
Yeah. I feel there's not enough animals in that game.
So you would have even more than that.
Yeah.
All right. What about Good Boy? How would Good Boy spend his retirement?
Magician. Magic show. Yeah.
Of course. Would there be a specific magic trick that he's just really known for?
I want to say sawing people in half.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Not putting them back together, though.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, is it bad magic? Is it actual magic, or is it just torturing people in front of other people?
No, it's sleight of hand and then sawing people in half.
At least one person gets sawn in half. So it's you go and there's a chance you're not leaving there alive. But
yeah.
I also imagine do you believe that this is an actual volunteer and not just somebody I staged in the crowd?
Yeah.
Love the return to magic too. Okay. Well, is that it? Are we good there?
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Or don't.
Or don't. Oh, no.
Or don't. I don't care. Do what you want, man.
Hate the rest of the episode, motherfucker. I dare you.
Right? Try it. See what happens.
Mercurius, I think you were going to go help Good Boy, but he disappeared. He poofed out of existence.
That's correct. So I guess, fuck me. I don't know. What am I doing over here now? Good question. Will you remind me who Slenderman is up there? The purple guy?
That is Randall Fairyfour.
Okay.
He's the host of the party overall, and he's dressed literally like Slenderman.
I don't really think I want to tangle with Randall Fairyfour. And I don't know if it would benefit me to hang around and wait for Good Boy to pop back into reality. I'm kind of thinking I'll try and make my way back to Tarquin, but there are 2 ash zombies. Sorry, that's Morrowind. But there's 2 of them in between me and Tarquin. Oh, man. What am I going to do? I could try and make my way around this cultist. There's a cultist right to the north of me, 4 squares away. And I could get behind him and hope that the ash guys are distracted by him. And then I can make my way this way, over toward Tarquin. So I will move 5 squares right behind this guy.
Hey, which way can't you turn? Right or left?
Left.
No left.
Oh, okay, so you're good. No lefts.
That works then. I turn right.
Like Zoolander.
Yes.
Yeah. I turn right. I give him the smoochy face. The
Blue steel.
Oh my God.
Is that working? My hair was all in my face.
He did it.
I know this is an audio format.
Oh my God, I wish audio listeners could have seen that.
We all gasp and say, Magnum.
I did my best. I might have looked like I was having a minor stroke.
All right, so you've moved north. You're right next to a cultist.
I've moved north. Yep, right behind this cultist here. I don't remember which one this is.
Madam Alexandrite.
Madam Alexandrite. Okay, she's fine. I'm not going to interact with her. I'm just going to be near her. And then, what's going on with this ash guy, Ember Being?
Just north of you, there is one 4 squares away, but it looks more solid than even the other beings. It has a pretty good solid form going to it. It's ash. It's still ash, and you can still see kind of through it, and that ash is like moving.
That's great. That's wonderful. I saw the gray, and I was like, maybe he's dead. I'll just move up there. He's fine. But no, he's more powerful. Cool. No, that's fine. I have moved. I will then shoot. Who am I going to shoot? There's lots of people I could shoot. I'm not going to shoot Madam Zelensky. What was her name? Damn it.
Madam Alexandrite.
Madam Alexandrite. That's not even close.
The exact opposite of Zelensky.
Yeah, like A to Z. I don't know how that happened. Madam Alexandrite, how you doing? Hey, babe, I'm here. I'm just trying to live, just living. I'm gonna shoot the strong one. I'm gonna shoot him. I guess I got diplomacy ready. Diplomacy's equipped. I'm using diplomacy. So with an accuracy of 5, I deal 6 damage to the very strong smoke monster over there.
Roll me an insight.
Okay, 13. I do remember they don't take, like, at least the normal ones, the not powered up ones, take, like, reduced damage, like half damage or something.
Yes, you do remember that. What's crazy is that this one, with more of a solid being, it actually damages it normal amount. You can tell. You pop a couple of shots into this ashy being, right? And those holes kind of stay there for longer, and then they start to fill in, but it's like it thins the rest of it out, and it lets out a really raspy...
Wow, okay. That's... Okay. I thought that with them getting stronger and everything, I thought it'd be harder to damage, but that stands to reason that if they're more corporeal, then physical damage is more effective. Fascinating. I surmise this, and then I put my lawyer in attack mode and end my turn.
Deimos, you are up. You've got Lucinda next to you. Oh, Sailor, by the way, you moved right next to this cloudy ash creature. I should have asked about that, but whoops.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. It's fine.
I was holding them off with a glare.
Yeah. So yeah, Deimos, you're up. Some ash figures around you. Not too many. Your Scorpio turret is still active.
Correct. And I think if it's within range, I think I'll have it aim for the cultist just kind of across from the table from it. Okay, on here, on my character sheet, it doesn't say what range my turret has.
Oh, it just targets the closest.
Oh,
There's
closest?
no actual range. Yeah, so
Okay.
It was attacking guards before. Ash, would it consider the Ember Being or the cultist an enemy or the bigger threat, I guess?
Ooh, probably the Ember Being, the one that's by Lucinda.
Thanks, Deimos. Love you, babes.
So my Scorpio turret aims at the Ashen dude nearest us. I rolled a 17 for accuracy, which totals out to 11 damage.
You see the Scorpio turret, it takes aim at the Ember Being. It shoots 4 shots, each one through it. Bam, bam, bam. And it lets out a raspy scream. And it poofs. That ash now is an ash cloud, but it doesn't seem to have any sort of form to it. It's just kind of lingering and slowly falling as normal ash would.
It looks like we can defeat them after all. This is perfect. Just don't touch them. Don't come into contact. Use your ranged weapons if you can.
He says to Sailor and Lucinda if she can hear from where she's at. Then Deimos is going to point his pistol at the pile of ash nearest Sailor.
It's a cloud of ash.
A cloud of ash, yeah. Sailor, duck! And he's going to shoot his pistol towards the dust to try to get it wet like he did with the last one, because that seems to slow it down. My epic damp black powder pistol rolled an accuracy of 15, which totals out to 4 points of damage.
You take aim, Sailor ducks, you shoot. It's very reduced. You can just tell from that damage-wise, right? It's like, I mean, there's just not that much ash to hit, really. Like, so it's almost like it's just passing through. But it does seem to do a little bit of damage. But more importantly is that afterwards,
It's wet.
Yeah, you've wetted it.
It's wet.
You've added some moisture to the ash cloud, and it droops down onto the ground and is now a puddle of ash. So long as you don't step on it, you should be fine.
Cool. After shooting at it, Deimos smiles down at Sailor, who's still ducking and like covering her head, and he like pats her on the head.
Very good, very good. Don't touch that thing. It's very dangerous.
And then he's going to chortle to himself and say,
It's very important to moisturize.
and then he runs towards the direction that he saw the skull bound towards. Do I need to do like a vaulting to go over the table there?
No, that's a display case, and it would be easy enough to like move past it, right? Like it's just kind of there.
Just knock it over.
Yeah. So then, despite the chaos of battle around us, is it safe to assume that Deimos is aware that Lucinda is not in any danger?
Yeah, I mean, like everybody is in relatively the same amount of danger.
Okay.
As far as you've seen, the cultists have not targeted you guys at all. They are focused entirely on the Ember Beings.
So I'm bolting towards the skull, which I don't have eyes on. I just know it was in that direction. And I end my turn.
Perfect. Tarquin, you are up.
Okay, so based on what I have witnessed, I'm going to call across to Sailor and be like, hey, Sailor, how much control do you have over those portals?
Depends.
On what?
What do you want?
Could you portal me somewhere?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
In that case, I am just going to do 2 times my movement. I don't care about the mayhem. 8 squares. So I'm going to go up just in front of my little taskbot dude. Just running eastwards, northeastwards to the direction where I believe the skull is, full pelt. That's all I can do.
Run, Tarquin, run.
Hello, Master. I'm still doing what you have me do, so I guess I'm moving forward.
Yeah, get a move on, mate.
Task Trap has reduced movement, so he moves a couple of squares towards Fayleon, but not too many because it's a little battle damaged and can't move quite as good.
I'm on my way to help my master so I can die.
Mercurius, hey, bud, you're over there. You know, you were shooting at people. You hear bamf, puff, and from behind you, back towards the stage where Good Boy once was, you see shadowy smoke form out of nowhere on the stage, and out of it flies Good Boy. Bum, 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 and he just is ejected through it. He smashes into display case A. The case falls, and before you guys were trying to smash it, but you weren't able to, but he was thrown so hard into it that it smashes. This dust puffs out into the air. It's different dust than the other ash, you know. It's not going to be a danger here. It might not taste great, but whatever. And then the spear clangs to the ground.
The goodest boy ever there was. He's back, and now I'm farther away than I was. I think he might be standing exactly where I was last turn. Yep, sure enough, 5 squares away. He's exactly where I was standing. So it's a good thing I moved.
Yeah, we switched spots.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade you places real quick, bud. Hey, Good Boy, you see any cool ants over there in the Shadow Realm?
You know what? I didn't look.
Aw, damn it. That's all right.
I know. Shants. Shadow ants.
Shadow ants. Well, hey, you're back. That's what matters.
Wait, where did he go?
Oh.
Good question.
Wait, was he at the party?
Guys, look at his face. Is it glitching?
Well, is his face glitching?
I mean, I don't think so. I am wearing a mask.
Oh yeah, shit.
It's hard to tell what his face is doing behind that psycho mask. But yeah, are you chill? What happened to Lucas?
Who is that?
Was that the guy that you were talking to before you went poof?
Oh, the guy with like the weird headset thing?
Yeah, he had a shield, and then you broke it, and then you took him to the Shadow Realm, Yugi, and
he's still in there somewhere, I think. I don't know where he went.
Oh.
How did you get back?
I was in a fight.
You look towards the stage and that smoke is still there, and out of the smoke on the stage walks Good Boy.
Huh?
Whoa.
I'm so confused.
What the Sigma?
Are those two good boys?
Double?
2 good boys.
But who's the goodest?
Well, wait, though. The first one didn't seem to remember much until we reminded him. Is that just him being good boy, or does that mean he's the fake good boy? Oh, wait, new good boy. What's the name of your frog?
I think today its name is Samuel?
That doesn't help. I'm sorry, guys. I wasted my question.
I don't actually know what his frog is named. Fuck.
Oh, it's so over. I guess you guys are adopting another good boy. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, wait. We get to have 2 good boys? Spoiled rotten we are.
Well, no, one of them's obviously not a good boy. One of them is a bad boy.
A bad boy. We have a good boy and a not so good boy.
A good boy and a best boy.
Then where's your best man?
Shit. I have to choose between the two? I can't decide.
Okay, wait, good boy. You said you were in a fight. You were fighting yourself?
Yes. I mean, I guess.
Like psychologically, or?
Oh. I mean, in that case, then yeah.
Wait, where was he when he disappeared? Was he on the stage?
Yeah.
Can I just try like an insight just to see if there's any like perceptible difference? I mean, I know I'm literally fucking miles away, but you know, I've got a scope.
Yeah, no, go for it.
That is a 22.
Oh, shit. Nice. Even from that far away, I mean, first of all, one was thrown out of the shadowy smoke and into a case, which, by the way, you took 5 points of damage for that. And then the other one very calmly stepped out of the shadowy cloud.
Right.
So it's very hard to tell which would be which, but we've got Good Boy 1 that was thrown into the case. Good Boy 2 came out of the shadows and is standing on stage.
You don't need to worry about Good Boy 1 or Good Boy 2, because I'm about to be the only boy.
Thanks for listening, badasses. If you enjoyed this, we'd absolutely love it if you'd leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, Podcast Addict, social media, bathroom walls, or wherever else you may want to graffiti. I don't graffiti, guys. I don't think I can say that. Would I get in trouble if you guys actually did that? Boy, I don't know. Anyways, on Spotify, you can leave comments on episodes. So I'll read a few from the last couple of episodes that I totally meant to read out. So episode 78, Quick Names Are Us. We did a frivolous fact about Hide and Seek Day, and they said Hide and Seek Day is hidden in the calendar every year. It's a challenge to find the date each year. The name is disguised, and at midnight, a mass notification is sent. So if you don't look in the calendar, it's a surprise. And if you don't know, you are one of the official seekers by the end of the day of the next year. You are guaranteed hider. But I think I misread that. But yeah. But let's see. And if you don't know, you are one of the official seekers by the day of. The next year, you are a guaranteed hider, but are placed in the Sherifforium until 300 on Hide and Seek Day. Sorry, I struggled to read that. It's late. This is supposed to come out in an hour and a half. And I'm so sorry, but I love that. I love that. I love the idea of Hide and Seek Day being hidden in the calendar. So it's kind of like you have to hide and seek that. So clever. the next episode, 79, Am I a Bully? Kimmy and I talked about the spiders, frivolous facts, and Chris said, the spider will leave a note. We know. Chris, don't. Literally today I was cleaning. Okay, let me just say, 3 times this week, I have taken a spider from like our bathtub or from the bedroom wall or downstairs. Like 3 times it's happened that I've taken a spider out of the house. I didn't kill it. And then today while I was cleaning something, I like looked down at the cloth and there was a spider and it was like barely moving and then it stopped moving. And I'm like, shit, I killed a spider. They're going to get me. So hopefully I don't end up with a note that says we know. Oh, God. And then the next episode 80, which is last week, Chris said, clothing damage equals financial damage. Ouch. Which is so true. I thought that was, the worst thing that could happen to a guard. Because I know. I worked for places where I had to buy my own uniform. And so really when it got damaged while I was doing work or something, it didn't come out of, it wasn't like I just got to do a new uniform. I had to go buy a new outfit or I had to go buy, the uniform. Stupid. This is America. So thank you for leaving those comments on there. I'll try and read more of them as, I did miss a few, I think, and I'm so sorry. But leave us ratings, reviews, and I'll try and read them on air. Another way to support us is joining our Patreon as a free member or Ultimate Badass. As an Ultimate Badass, you'll get access to exclusive episodes like Honey Heist and other adventures. The last exclusive was a fun and silly campfire conversation between the characters and fire spirit. There's also one-shots that you can run for your games, like the hot sauce adventure. The drag race that's on there, and then the Christmas one, the Mercenary Day one. So those are ones you can get, for being a Ultimate Badass. I wouldn't say free because you're paying month to month, right? But that's included in there. And we like to do physical stuff too, which I'm really proud of. And I'm really proud of what Kyle and I are cooking up right now. I think that it's pretty much finalized, but it's going to take me like probably at least 2 hours, probably about an hour to 2 hours per each physical gift. I'm trying not to spoil it. And so like that's going to be a lot. I'm going to have to do 1 to 2 hours per Ultimate Badass. And then everybody who's an Ultimate Badass up to this point, they're going to get one. It's going to be a custom thing with the symbol from, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to say this or without spoiling anything. So we're going to contact you and figure out what you want the most, or I'll put a poll up on the Patreon page and you can say, I want I don't know what I'm getting, but this, I like this symbol, or I like this character, whatever it is. Gosh, that's so friggin' vague. I'm sorry. But anyway, that's for all of them. And then after I send those out, after we send them out, it's going to be a special gift for people who have been Ultimate Badasses for a certain duration. I think it'll be 6 months, but we're still playing with that number. But thank you to all of our Ultimate Badasses for joining us and everything. So I'm so excited. A new Honey Heist didn't come out last week because I spent way more time than I would normally spend editing the extra episodes on creating this special gift. And I still have way more time to finish and finalize these gifts. But yeah, so that's why you didn't get anything last month. But I am almost done with the next Honey Heist, so you will get one this month. You can interact with us on socials at FF Adventure Co. You can also hang with us in our Discord. We have lots of channels for different topics, share pics of your pets. Love that. And there's even episode specific threads, so you can come and comment on episodes and see what folks have to say about the episodes and what's going on. So even if you're on episode 5, you could go in there and see if other people have commented on it. We also have a merch store. We have shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, buttons, and more. Links to that and everything else I've talked about can be found in the episode description. I also am a Kickstarter that I am involved in. Well, it's not it's going to be on GameFound, but I worked on an expansion and am currently still working on this expansion for Paperback Adventures. And I did the co-op expansion, which, well, I mean, I didn't do it all. Okay. It was very much a team effort. So I'm just excited to be a part of that team. And the game is genuinely one of my favorite games. It's kind of like slay the spire, but you're using letters and building words to fight opponents and work your way through a story. It's amazing. Honestly, I really do love the game, and I am in disbelief, but that's supposed to be launching here in, I think, a week from when this episode airs. So go sign up. You can find a link in the episode description. And if you sign up and you back it, if you've signed up before it launches, you'll get a free gift of, I think they announced it. And if not, then I'm so sorry. Don't tell me. But it'll be a free character refresh pack where I think they might have changed the name of it to a retro. Oh, shit. It's something. But essentially, it's a way to mix up playing old characters, or any character really. So that's the free gift, and I think it's totally worth it. It's really cool, really fun idea. So go check that out. Link again in the episode description. Life has gotten even busier for Kimmy and I, mostly in good ways. I think there's like a load of relief, but with that relief came a shitload of shit that we have to do. So hopefully the next episode will be just 3 weeks away again. But if worst comes to worst, it could be 4. I need to do some traveling for work, which would put me away for like a month. And I would bring the laptop with, and I'd probably edit stuff while I'm gone. But, that could get in the way. So we will see. But I'm going to get the episode ready as soon as I can, I promise. So, lastly, but certainly not leastly, happy Pride Month. I'm extremely proud to be a show with an insanely rad cast and incredible guests, some of which are part of that beautiful rainbow. I'd say many of which are part of that beautiful rainbow. So to all of you in the LGBTQI2S plus community, we love you. You are badass. Now I'll leave you with a badassism. Now I'll leave you with a badassism. And this time I'm altering a quote from Daniel Radcliffe. You don't have to be gay to be a supporter. You just have to be badass.
Vault Hunter, I'll watch your back if you watch mine, Vault Hunter. Those bandits better run and hide. You got your 20-sided die. You got a sparkle in your eye. You got your guns. Let's get some.
There's so much going on, and I regret so much of this, making it way too big, you guys. What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What did you say? I didn't hear it.
Nothing. It wasn't funny. Move
Okay.
on.
All right.
That's so suspicious. I want to hear the bit so bad.
I know. I'll hear it when I edit it, so...
Oh, I don't even have my dice. Hold on.
Yeah, you don't need dice. We're just playing make-believe. What you gonna do?
Oh my god, what's she gonna do?
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think if I should have like an option narratively in case we don't record anything later.
Lucinda stands there, confused on all the wreckage.
Holy shit! Who said that?
Lucinda's here.
It's
I wasn't
she's
looking at
really,
that
Taylor.
it's like she's really here.
Now I see the waveform. Holy shit! That was a really good Lucinda.
That's a better British accent than my actual British accent.
Jesus Christ!
And scene.
It's like, we can't all have everything. And I have really cool hair, so
It's you pick your battles, right?
yeah. Like, it is hard to maintain a ponytail without having like lots of wispy bits, you know. She's doing okay. Bless her.
Yeah, kicking ass and looking good.
Yeah.
I get it.
Boop. Trying to think of something that's like a question. Basically like, huh? Put in question form.
Cultists, huh? Can't live with them. Can't live with. Wait, I don't know. Or it's like cultists walk much.
I really want to do something that's like cultists, huh?
Cults of the new gods, more like cults of the weaklings.
Boop.
I don't normally involve myself in these matters. I don't normally involve myself in myself. I keep saying selves as if they're more than one person. Why?
Oh my god, she's just made up of a hive of bees.
Yeah, yep. It's 5,000 bees in a suit.
Oh my god, it's 8 wolverines in a trench coat.
Oh, 8 wolverines. She's like, I don't know. How does that make you feel?
Amazing. That was really good.
Oh my gosh.
Now we get to find out who watches both podcasts as to who laughs. Boop. Thanks, Deimos. Love you, babes. I'm not sure Lucinda would say that. Sorry, I'm getting really...
Hey, if you want to say something else, you can. I think it's funny, though.
Keep it then, if you like it.
They're they've been on a team for a while, right? Like, because you guys, essentially from like the Everfalls, well, when you guys teamed up, you've been together for like a month or two.
A whole month. Basically, my best friend.
I know. Like, well, I'm pretty sure it's been like 6 to 8 weeks since you guys have been adventuring together.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I have never had any friends before, so actually he is my best friend.
Yeah. That or Sailor.
Well, both of them, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Can't pick.
Dr. Olivia Benson is my best friend, but don't tell Sailor.
Ooh.
She's my second favorite.
I'm looking at these dice. I got these cool dice. They're Tyrannid flavor. I have to share it. It's cool dice. I love cool dice. Look at the click clack.
Everyone point and laugh at the nerd.
You guys got math rocks too. You can't even make fun of me.
Boop. Tarquin, you're on deck. I'll start doing that so people can think about who's next.
What does on deck mean?
Like you're next. That way you can be thinking about what you're going to do on your turn.
I'm just thinking about Lonely Island when he says turtleneck. Yep, and another on deck in case I spill something on it, like some light beer. Yes.
Turtleneck and chain. Turtleneck and chain.
Thank you for backing me up on that.
I got you.
Like it's 50-50. Sometimes I make a reference and everybody's like, what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Familiarize yourself with Lonely Island.
Lonely Island rules.
Poop. So, Scorpio turret. Don't make fun of me, Kyle. I always mess up saying Scorpio turret. God, fucking bully. Get him off the podcast.
He is a bully.
I'm gonna cancel him. Boop. Wait. Can I redact that? Because I was over here to help Lucinda. I realized that helping my friend is more important than pursuing this goal. It's been so long since we played. I apologize. Redact that. So he's going to say his line. Hello?
Oh. God?
Thank you. Can you do that every time I say never mind?
Yeah, when you say redacted, I'm going to say redacted.
Boop. Then Kyle, get back here and unredact that for me. I'm going to move 5 squares towards where the...
We're redacted.
Re-redacted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Prodacted.
You're not going to ask him where he went? You guys are so chaotic. This is why the main party is so frustrating.
Well, I don't want to pry, man. Like,
oh, hey, you went to the Shadow Realm? Cool. Anyways.
Not a care in the world.
Check out these ants, though.
Did you see this cool amulet I got?
Boop. Where's the stage? Oh,
lower left corner.
It's a weird place for a stage.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not a builder. I don't put together buildings and stuff. I'm not a planner like that.
Yeah,
Goodness.
Come on, Fayleon, because that's the weirdest thing about everything that happens tonight.
You've got, we'll call Good Boy 1 is the one that crashed into the, do you want to just call him, I don't know, shit.
Yeah, let's call him shit.
I was going to say one boy and two boy.
Shit boy. Yeah. I'm going to tell the others, guys, the first one's the real good boy because God wouldn't have told an NPC how much damage it took.
Don't you fucking metagame this.
Legitimate.
Oh no, dude.
And then I dropped my imaginary mic.
Boop. Say something threatening for the cliffhanger.
Me? Or us, I guess?
Us?
You don't need to worry about good boy 1 or good boy 2 because I'm about to be the only boy.
Whoa! Yeah! Oh, shit!
Let's go!
Holy shit!
Wait, which one said that?
Both of them said that at the same time.
They said it in unison.
Nice.
Got a fucking Highlander
And then they hug
situation.
and they just become one.
That's bonkers.
Oh my fucking hell, that was so fucking good, Matt.
Solid.
Chills. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Me too. Oh, damn. I am. Oh, gosh. All right. Yep. I'm 100% sold. That was the cliffhanger.
GG. Perfect.
Boop.